Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We start on the daily time frame just to get everybody who's new on the channel a good overview of what's going on. Yeah, the overall idea is still that Bitcoin has, or is probably ideally finding support in this orange support area. I mean, my assumption is that there will be a rally. The main question is it going to be a corrective rally that's going to stay below the all-time high, or are we going to form one more high in the region, 125, 130k? It will be, in reality, it will be difficult to distinguish between the two, because actually both of them will be so-called corrective rallies. And the explanation is that the rally from the August low is a diagonal pattern, yeah? I mean, it's all corrective stuff, so you might not see it here on this time frame, but wave 1 was a 3-wave move. Wave 3 is labeled like a 3-wave move already, yeah? And yeah, wave 5 would be an ABC structure, so it will probably be something like that in the white count, okay? So that we get a first rally, which would be wave A. That can be a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move. If it's 5 waves, it will be clear. My view is the market will not make it very clear, okay? Because A waves can be 5-wave movements or 3-wave movements. So it will most likely be an ABC structure, A, B, C, and wave A. Then we can get a B wave pullback, and then 5 waves up in C to the target. This would be a standard ABC rally in wave 5. So again, why is it an ABC in wave 5? Because we're dealing with a larger diagonal pattern. In the red count, and this is just, someone asked me recently, can you put a bear market pathway onto the chart? And yeah, I did it. So it's just showing us that the initial dip here into this support region that we're currently dealing with, that's a 3-wave move anyway. So it could be our wave 4, all of the wave 4 in the white count, which is bullish, or it is the A wave of a much larger correction. And then if the next rally is corrective, it could simply be the B wave. So A, B, C. So it will be the pullback after the next rally that will tell us the truth. This rally could be the last one. Yeah, and we won't know the difference until we see if here we can find support in a B wave pullback. Because in the red count, after that first rally, which would be an ABC, we could expect a 5-wave decline. But there will be a support area for white wave B that will be the pivot between the bullish and bearish momentum. So this is what I'm tracking for the let's say the last rally, to possibly around about 130k, 140k. Well, bit difficult to say. It depends on where that white wave A forms a top, and then based on the B wave pullback, we can calculate a target for the C wave up. So let me make that very clear. If it's a 5-wave rally that we get, it would be more clearly bullish. If it's a 3-wave move, I would be extremely careful, and it might influence my decisions to take a little bit more profit or a little bit less profit. Because if it's a 3-wave move, there's a high risk it will roll over. So this is just based on what we see right now. Data can change for sure. This is a snapshot based on current data. I always encourage people to stay in the present. At the moment, we have a corrective pullback into support. The larger time frame still allows for upside trend continuation, and we have no break of support. So we are still holding above support and keep the door open for higher, and we have an oversold relative strength index, one of the indicators. Been highlighting that for a long time. This is one of my most favorite indicators for Bitcoin. A lot of people talk about it now. I've seen it across YouTube now, and yeah, you see it everywhere. Daily RSI oversold, but it's true. It's way oversold. At some point, it might stop working. That this is a buy signal, but it is one I've been highlighting for a long time. It's my signal to decide whether I accumulate. And I don't want to say regardless of the structure, but the daily RSI is it. It doesn't happen every day, So if that's oversold, MACD, second day of reducing negative momentum. Don't want to say that's bullish yet, but it's starting to. The sellers are starting to get exhausted. So let's take a look at the smaller time frame then for BTC here. You can see that we're still holding below that green line, which is our signal line. We're also still holding below resistance. So since yesterday, not much happened. I mean, here on the smaller time frame, the communication was, hey, we might have bottomed on Friday in this wave 4 that I just showed you. But we need a little bit more evidence to really confirm that. For now, it's looking promising because we have an initial potential 5-wave move up, which I label yellow wave A in a wider correction. So we could get another low still, as long as we only have 3 waves up as shown here. But we have an initial micro 5-wave move up. That might turn into this, a larger 5-wave move. And to do that, we need to see the price hold, ideally, 80,066. Doesn't mean we have to test that level. It's just support. It's not a target. It just means, to be fair, I think if this plays out as an ABC structure here, we might just test the upper boundary or so. We'll see. But this is a so-called 5-wave move up. Could get a corrective pullback here. Then we need a 3rd wave rally. Until here, that could simply be an ABC structure in yellow. So we need a bit more. We need a higher low afterwards as well. And there will be a support area I will give you, and another high. Then we've got 5 waves up, and yeah, this is what we've been watching for yesterday. Basically, the parameters I outlined for the weekend are still relevant, which means support is still relevant, resistance is still relevant. No change there. No change there. We're still tracking here for potentially higher prices in both. Yellow and white scenarios, but up here we will have a more significant decision point. Obviously, this whole I'm looking for higher thing will be less probable with a break below 80,066 because this is the 78.6 retracement, and if this indeed is a wave 2 pullback, then it will likely break below 8. So if it's a wave 2 or wave B pullback, then it will likely hold the 78.6 fib level. But if this is all still part of the downtrend, we might more directly break below that level, and that would be a warning that will head to 75k. But for now, as I said before, as long as we're holding above support, I'm rather looking for higher because of the 5-wave move up. It's not a great signal, but this is the area where I'd rather be a buyer than a seller. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.